Thank you for inviting me. I will go straight to the point. I have participated to the World Bank report doing the 2 case studies in Romania. I will go to the next. Okay, the aggregation was an EU requirement for financing access. So those who wanted to have investments, they should join to the regional operating company. So there are, as you already know, 3 pillars. We have a regional operating company, we have an intercommunal development association, which is playing the role of representing all the localities served, and the delegation contract with precise KPIs and rights and obligation. The process was challenging with some resistance, and I'll come later with some of this. This, as you could already thinking, the tariff increases was one of the main concern. Service undertaking, because there are some political resistance in giving up the service, the own service, and of course the transactional cost during the aggregation. Especially taking the staff from the existing operators. So the political support is very important. Anyway, the results at the national level are quite okay, meaning that the increase of connected population during this project, because there was an investment project, it was 50%, which is quite something. From other point of view, the tariff policy was successfully implemented, so we have solidarity mechanism in place, polluters pay principle respected, and also cost recovery. I will show you the 2 different approaches, one conservatory from my company, Brasov, and one more aggressive, Constanța. Brasov is in the middle of the country and is serving two regions in the country, not all the localities. Constanța is at the Black Sea coast, and their area after regionalization is like this. So you could see that they are acting in 7 counties, but not in all the localities of the country. They are serving also in one locality in Brasov, 400 kilometers away from Constanța. Brasov is one of the most urbanized county of Romania. So going to see the strategies for expansion, you would see the different starting points. As you could see in the first graph, Raja Constanța already operated in 55 localities, almost the entire county of Constanța, and serving at the time more than 400 population served. Meanwhile, the Brasov was serving only nine localities with 250,000 inhabitants. After regionalization, Constanța doubling its served population almost, and Brasov increased only with 60%. Going to the figures, we will notice that for Constanța water services, doubling the infrastructure, the water network length and number of connection, and multiplying the localities more than 2.5 times, achieving a 47% population served extra. In case of Compania APA Brasov, we will see that with quite similar doubling of infrastructure, the increase of population served is almost 60%. Going to the wastewater services, we notice from the very beginning that in Constanța case, very few localities have sewage systems. This was the reason to join to the regional operating company in order to attract investments. And we see that 36% of water network sewer network extension goes to a population served an increase of 38%. In case of Brasov, we will see that the expansion of the network length is 75% for gaining the same results like in the case of Constanța. This shows us the different context. That's why I like it. When I heard about the context, you need to see what is on the ground. Going to some financial key indicators, we are following the evolution of the income and the operation expenditure for both company. And we've noticed a doubling of the income from the business and also a steep increase of operational expenditure. As you could notice, in case of Raja Constanța in 2014, the two lines collided, which there was a problem because the difference between the two lines, it shows the result of the operation. So why is that? Because during the aggregation, as a transactional cost, they agreed to employ all the personnel of the existing operators. So they increased from 1,400 workers to 2,700 workers with very high cost. So next year they have to do a very big reduction in staff. It was a separate story. Hundreds of workers had to leave the company. Of course, we were looking to the OPEX structure. It was changed. The cost of the personnel increases on the expenses of reduction of the weight of energy and other expenses. Going to the personnel productivity, we'll see that from the very beginning there are differences. Raja was more effective in terms of productivity, staff per connection or staff per 1 million cubic meter salt. What we could notice in both of cases, the staff productivity per 1,000 connections improved, but for staff per million cubic meters salt is not so good. At the end of the day, the both company having a similar figures like 50 staff or 58 staff per 1 million cubic meters salt. This is also related with the situation in each of the area of operation of every company, studied company. I was looking after water and wastewater tariffs, and we could notice that in 2007, Constanța had 30% higher price for water, and the sewerage was more than double. The combined tariffs with 58% higher than Brasov. In 2015, the two tariffs are similar, only 18% difference, and now we could notice that there's still a difference of 37%, meaning that the water in Constanța is 37% water and sewage service are combined, a little bit expensive. This is applied also in the city served in Brasov area. So the people 20 kilometers from Brasov are paying 37% higher tariffs than in Brasov. This can lead us to other discussions. So the key performance indicators shown a clear improvement of water service quality. The number of breaks are lower, the drinking water quality increased, the metering level, the service coverage, the non-revenue water decreases. There's no doubt that the results are positive.
Sorry, Teodoru, just we have about 1 minute left, please. Thank you.
The final slide is about lesson learned. The aggregation proved to be a good decision. Localities benefit from better infrastructure and services. A lot of investments were done. The operators were happy because they fighting against decreasing of their income because of the specific consumption reduction in the last years, and due to economy of scale cope with their increase of fixed cost. There is no recipe. The optimum size of the aggregation is depending on the specific condition on the ground. The process could be damaged by steep increase of tariffs and not delivering the promised investments or services. And of course, the process needs preparation, technical and financial aspects to be taken care, and getting local authorities on board, showing the benefits and keep them involved. And very important, the process needs a champion. This could be a political figure, but more oftenly, it's a utility leader, fighting day by day, defending the idea, having persistency through the years, because this is a rewarding but a very long journey. Thank you for watching me.